A new archaeological discovery after a spy satellite images unveiled world's first city. And some believe that this could be 4,000 years older than the Great Pyramids of Egypt. It's the first world city discovered. The Corona program was a series of American spy satellites used for photographic surveillance of Soviet Union, China, and other areas beginning in the late 50s, ending in the early 70s. It was officially classified as top secret until the early 90s, with some of the images taken declassified under the executive order signed by President Bill Clinton in 1995. The declassified images have since been a source of fascination for scientists, archaeologists, and anthropologists. The U.S. Geological Survey, USGS, hosts more than 860,000 images of the Earth's surface dating from 1960 through to 1972. Anthropologist Dr. Jesse Cassana spent several years studying the spy photographs of the Middle East as explored in the Smithsonian Channel documentary titled The Life of Earth, The Age of Humans. The images Dr. Cassana looked at are invaluable because 50 years ago, when these images were taken, the countryside in the Middle East was far less industrialized. Dr. Cassana said, "We were able to document something like 10,000 previously unknown archaeological sites that through the history of 150 years of archaeologists working in the Middle East, no one had ever documented." The images heralded a remarkable breakthrough in 2007 when they discovered the world's first city, some 4,000 years older than the ancient Egyptian pyramids of Giza. It is called Tel Brak, and on the map you'll be able to see it. It's basically up towards Turkey, just east of Syria. The remarkable Tel Brak images, having started a small settlement with several millennium BC, Tel Brak evolved during the 4th millennium BC, that's 4,000 years BC, that's 6,500 years, almost 6,500 years ago, one of the biggest cities in Upper Mesopotamia, which includes part of northwestern Iraq, southeastern Syria, and southeastern Turkey. A small settlement first emerged at the site about 6,500 BC, that's about over 8,500 years ago, with pottery found at the site dating back to then. Excavations and surface surveys have revealed that Tel Brak developed as an urban hub slightly before better-known cities in southern Mesopotamia, such as the city of Uruk. And you'll see that Uruk is just above Ur. Ur was the city where Abraham had come from, and left that area to come to the promised land of Canaan. And Tel Brak is up towards the 12 o'clock position. Now, a small settlement first emerged there about 8,500 years ago. Excavations and surface surveys revealed that Tel Brak developed as an urban hub before better-known cities in southern Mesopotamia, such as Uruk. It grew about 55 hectares by the late 5th millennium BC, that's 5,000 BC, and had more than doubled its size to 130 hectares in the period spanning 3,900 BC to 3,200 BC. Tel Brak expanded again around 2,600 BC when it became known as Nagar, and it served as the capital of a regional kingdom. For a settlement like Tel Brak to appear as it did, the environment needed to have been transformed by some form of dramatic event. The last ice age ended around 10,000 years ago, causing the Earth's climate to change radically. The planet was at its warmest point around 100,000 years ago, where Tel Brak lies in an area of the Middle East known as the Fertile Crescent. We have the rivers Euphrates and Tigris coming there. The culmination of the Ice Age allowed this area to finally become fertile. Rainfall and temperatures increased, leading to a great expansion of grassland, and climate change fueled a food revolution, farming that is. For millennia, humans had foraged wild grass seeds, but now wheat and barley proved easy to grow and to control. Ancient humans began to settle and to nurture and protect their crops. So these people started to abandon their hunter-gatherer lifestyles and instead opted to becoming farmers. And you can see the images of these. The palace of Naram-Sim at Tel Brak is made of bricks, as you can see. Very thick walls of bricks. So the people started to abandon their hunter-gatherer lifestyles. Human reliance on cultivated plants and domesticated animals changed the landscape forever from this point. And these settlements, these settled populations expanded, overwhelming the remaining hunter-gatherers, transforming the landscape with their fields, villages, towns, and eventually cities. A tell in Middle Eastern archaeology is a raised mound marking the site of an ancient city. In ancient times, houses were built from mud bricks, as we can see here, which would crumble easily when exposed to the elements. Earlier debris would have leveled off the rebuilding process, and new buildings would be erected on top of them. So most tells are typically shaped like a low, truncated cone. At over 40 meters high, that's about 120 feet high, and 800 by 600 meters in the area, Tel Brak, or Nagar, as it was then, is one of the largest in the area, and is believed to have thrived under different people right up to about 1300 BC, when it was destroyed by the Assyrians. Little evidence of later occupation on the main Tel exists following the point of destruction, though there's evidence of Roman settlements in the outer town as well. Whether or not Tel Brak was the first city, however, has been questioned. Archaeologists have unearthed the remains of settlements in Jericho dating back to 11,000 years, while Tel Brak dates back 8,500 years. Though not a city in itself, the oldest known human-made structure dates back to about 135,000 years, after archaeologists discovered evidence of human activity in Thessaly, northern Greece. And this is on Express UK by Charlie Pittock. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.